Hello, everyone, and happy Memorial Day. Today, we are talking about one of the greatest voice actors ever, Phil LaMarr. He's been in many shows, part of our childhood, and I can't wait to talk about him. Once my friends join in, we will get started. Good one.
Clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, slap, slap. I am Super Goldie.
So, how are you today?
Doing great for Memorial Day. What about you?
Good to hear. Just typing it in. So, since you have him as your profile picture, go ahead and type that down if you want.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for putting down static for me.
No problem.
Okay. Roger that.
What happened?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
let's see what else.
Okay, now I found it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
What happened?
I was saying perfect for you.
Oh,
Hi,
okay, nice to
Nikki.
meet you.
Hello.
Oh my
How
god,
are you
hey girl.
today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. How's your Memorial Day so far?
It's going very great.
Oh my god, girl, that's so fantastic.
Yep.
Let's see. Thank you, Zelen.
Great Scots, thank you for that too. That was for the Futurama one.
Oh, okay. Samurai Fresh. I love the sounds of that.
That's right.
Hi there. Would you like a kebab?
Looks like there'll be no money for you, crazy round boy.
Clap, clap, clap. Stop, stop, stop. Clap, clap, clap. Stop, stop, stop.
Hooray! Is it about ready?
Yes, we are. All right. So I tapped on this one at first because it's like one of the best ones. Samurai Jack.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like you didn't have to add it twice though. I mean, like maybe for comedic effect or something.
No, because his name is Samurai Jack, and of course the show is called Samurai Jack. Unless he has a last name I didn't know about.
No, it's just Jack. I mean, even though that's just a nickname, but it's not really his real name, so it's just.
Oh, man, I wish they clarified his last name in the show.
But yeah, with Samurai Jack being one of Phil LaMarr's best roles, I gotta agree. You know, as a kid, you wouldn't like see Phil LaMarr play this role, but he really did fantastic. It was really shocking because this is one of the main roles he played that's not of color.
Yes, and once again, there was nothing wrong with that. Really, it's just depending on like just building up characters. It has nothing to do with race. It's about just versatility and everything. And I would say this is one of his more easier roles because since he doesn't really kind of like speak that much, but whenever the time comes, since it's such a dramatic and powerful show, he does have moments to shine.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you go. I'm done.
He kind of gives like a Batman or like SV of the Chameleon vibe a little bit.
Exactly.
But what was really great about the show, I also loved the theme song, especially finding out it was Will I Am singing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is pretty dope.
But yeah, I gotta say, with some of the seasons I did see here and there, especially season 5 of being an Adult Swim, and that was pretty dark.
Oh yeah, but more impressive is that like he said like 50 years has passed and he still hasn't aged, but dang, he still looks awesome with that freaking beard. And I just gotta say, like he does impress me. Like not only is he like very serious, like 24/7, but he does have his like comedic moments where he could just be his humorous in himself.
Yeah. And what was your opinion about him and Ashi's relationship at that?
Oh, I mean, like I haven't really got to that yet, but I'll know when I see it. I have seen episodes here and there; they've been great. I was like, dang, I know I have seen like the theme song, but I never really saw the actual show.
Like, I remember the first one I saw of Samurai Jack. It was from season 3, I believe. Yes, where Samurai Jack was turned into a chicken.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah. I gotta say, for Samurai Jack Infinity is like one of the best for Phil.
Yeah, he became like one of the most popular Cartoon Network characters ever.
Well, you could say Cartoon Network / Adult Swim now.
Yeah, but I still consider him as a Cartoon Network character, not an Adult Swim character.
Baxter Stockman's already on here.
What? Oh, sorry. My bad, dude.
Krish, don't you mean Dexter Stockboy?
I thought it was Derek. I thought it was Dexter Speckman.
It's Baxter Stockman, for your information.
It could also be Backstabber, because he also is a Backstabber.
Oh, all right, man.
For one time.
All right, next one. Jon Stewart from the DC franchise. Yes, I learned about Jon Stewart and special features of Justice League Doom, where it showed 2 episodes of Justice League 2001 called Wild Cards Parts 1 and 2, where in that one, he is like a military soldier turned Green Lantern, and he has a bit of a love and hate relationship with Hawkgirl, but the way he is portrayed in this one, like a very serious character, and of course he's also a little bit of a buddy buddy of a Flash, but he's also gets on nerd with Flash, but he's fine with it. But How did you get introduced to this version of Green Lantern?
Same as you.
Yeah, I mean,
Awesome.
I also got introduced to his version of Green Lantern in this interview where he was talking about the many voices he's done. And he basically explained how he does the voice of John Stewart, just, putting all the deepness in his voice into his chest it's a really cool technique of him.
Impressive.
Because he did explain, since John Stewart has, like, a unique physique, having a good body structure, that's how he did it in the recordings, just pulling his chest apart a little bit here and there and then just doing the voice.
Yeah, and also I learned through an Instagram video, like someone was talking about like the origin of John Stewart. I forgot what it was about, but one thing, the reason like his eyes are green most of the time, well actually all the time because it's permanent. Because since the ring was invented, I was on there so long, it was embedded to his skin, and that's why his eyes are green, and that's why when he's in public and just like Unlimited, he has to wear sunglasses to avoid that. Yeah, but I mean, it's a nice thought to that, and he's like one of the greatest characters to become the Green Lantern, and the fact that recently they done Dirty to Hal Jordan, like in many cases, like in the comics or in the latest movie, Green Lantern Beware My Power, where he became a villain, Hal Jordan did. But yeah, this is like my top favorite Green Lantern ever. So Infinity for John Stewart.
Exactly.
All right, cool. All right, Bobby Stragavon. I can't pronounce that.
You almost had a Christian, but anyways, basically, Bobby is one of the funniest characters in Jimmy Neutron history. He's just random at times with his accent. Yes. He has broken English, but people can, decide if it's Russian or another accent. What does it sound like to you?
I mean, yeah, it's more close to Russian, but let me just clarify the nationality. So just keep on rolling.
But yeah, he's a foreign exchange student. He first appeared in what was the voting episode? What was it called?
It was Jimmy for President.
Yeah. He just showed up as a new kid just saying, vote for me. I just love that, his classic catchphrase, like, slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. You can't, deny that. It's funny every time.
And I thank Phil for just making that one of the best moments in all of like Jimmy Neutron. And it says here that he's from Back Hairston. Yeah.
Back Hairston? Wow. I wonder who was the wise guy that came up with that.
But it's kind of like reminding of like Eustankistan from Fairly Odd Parents, where Timmy's grandparents are from.
Yeah.
Wow.
But to me, this will always be a surprising one from Phil LaMarr. This upturning this voice, always.
Hi, Kevin.
But
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, this character I find him weird, but I still like Phil LaMarr's performance. I mean, doing that high range of a voice, that's gotta take time and talent.
Speaking of voice, what really shocked me most about Bobby is this: when they were hosting auditions for Macbeth in space.
I know what you're talking about when he did Shakespeare.
Yeah, when he was just talking in a normal dude's voice, and Phil LaMarr was like, "Just life is told by an idiot. It is tale told as time, blah blah." And everyone was so shocked, except Principal Willoughby.
But I say that epic fight with him and Jimmy with the lightsabers, it was pretty cool.
It was.
Yeah, be like Star Wars type of deal.
But for Bobby, for Super Konobi, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Infinity. Jinx.
It wasn't really at the same time. Like.
Oh, okay. Oh, I couldn't tell. Right. Okay, what is it? Okay, Static Shock.
Oh my.
He puts a shock
Uh,
to your system.
Bro, I just got shocked.
so I didn't know much about this show, but I did like hear a sound clip of like one of the shows, like a Kevin Michael Richardson compilation. But when I finally got to see the show on HBO Max, it was like a really good, dedicated show to about like serious lessons and all that, and they did a real good job with it. And for Static here, it's not called Static Shock. The show's called Static Shock, but his name is actually just Static.
Yeah, why
So
couldn't you just put that instead of just confusing people? Why couldn't you
We'll
just-
be back after these messages. Beep. Log on.
well, you put it there, Blitz.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, his real name is Roger Hawkins. He's just a normal boy dealing with bullies. Of course, there's this one guy he's supposed to be friends with, but I'm not sure what their relationship is. But he gave him a gun, which of course he threw away. And there's like a fight between gangs and stuff. And there's like some random soldiers, like, and they're like near some kind of factory or plant or something. And they throw out these highly tested grenades that spit out purple smoke, and then they're in a couple of in a hospital. Like I think some of them died or something, and then many of them got superpowers, along with Virtual Hawkins. And his power is static electricity, hence why it's called static. And he, electrokinesis, but still. Anyway, and he came, but like went to different costumes and. I really love his costume. Like, which one is your favorite? The first one or the second one, Fresh?
Second one.
Me too. Well, both, but still. But yeah, he does a lot life lessons and like keeping secrets from like his dad and sister. But eventually, his dad does find out, like towards the end of the series, instead of his sister, because in one episode, I think one like messed up with her car or something. I don't remember, and she is like, "I have had it here with bang babies. If I see one more time, I'm gonna flip." So that's why they decided not to tell her, because if she found out Virgil was a bang baby, she would. Oh man! But what about you, Fresh? Do you have any thoughts about this show?
Of course, yeah. Like it's one of the main ones that I wanted to get more into, and I almost did, but I was glad enough to do so. Watch Mojo with the origins, it kind of like helped me much more. And of course, Phil LaMarr, he did nail the part of, yeah, this is him at his most coolest.
No doubt about it. And yeah, of course, given this, like one of my favorite DC shows. Well, okay, here to clarify, I wasn't always a DC character. He's actually originally from a different comic, but since they like discontinued or whatever, I don't remember what happened, they decided to like join hands with DC, and that's why he became a DC character. And that's why, like in Static Shock, like you see like a few of the DC characters like Superman, Batman, all that jazz. And yeah, so Infinity for him. What?
I have a question. You ever seen that crossover with him and Jon Stewart?
I have, and Jon Stewart was actually being framed because someone else was like doing it for him. I think it was Sinestro. I might be wrong, but yeah, but that's what it was. Anyway, yeah, again, Infinity. I'm sure you'll say the same, Fresh.
I mean, yeah, like I did say, like it is, even though it may be like underappreciated, but I still find it to be a free.
In my opinion, I know some people might agree to this, but he kind of reminds me of a Black Spider-Man a little bit. A little.
Exactly.
You could say that. Right. Next one, Baxter Stockman from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012.
Yeah, he's my favorite portrayal for Baxter Stockman. But first finding out that in the OG cartoon that he was originally white, but still turned into a fly. And of course, I'm not gonna really talk about TMNT 2003's version. That one was the darkest one ever.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I don't get why like each incarnation he's been in, like he's always like blown up somehow, and I see like different pictures of him, and he's like at different bodies. It's like, are you trying to keep him alive? So you just don't want him dead. It's like I have different ways like keep him alive and stuff. That's just bizarre.
Yeah, and to bring up that subject, yeah, in one of the Team T3 2003 episodes that involved Baxter Stockman, actually got banned in America one time
Ooh.
because he transferred his old body into a new body. But here's the thing, though, his new body was turned into a zombie. It was keep decomposing basically.
Hmm.
Body
Wow.
parts, and it scared the little children.
Well, I mean, of course it'll scare children like that. I mean, but anyway, back to 2012 version. So he's just a typical guy with evil technology
He's not a
and
typical guy.
turtles. What?
He's a scientist, remember?
Right. But yeah, and the turtles had trouble pronouncing his name, and every time they do that, they get so pissed that they mispronounce his name.
He gets ticked, not them.
Oh, sorry. But continue, Blitz.
So yeah, basically, he first encountered the turtles because finding out that he took some of the crank parts and made it into his mousers minions. I actually like those mousers. What's your opinion?
They're okay.
Yeah, they're alright. I just don't like that they're always chasing the turtles because of that spray. But Axter sprayed them with that sticks on their trail. So
Yeah, but after a while, he built his own robot body, basically controlling it and attacking the turtles. Of course, it fails. Then eventually, he comes to work with Shredder, finding out that he makes these crazy inventions. And there was one episode with Dog Pound and Fish Face because Shredder's in Japan at this moment, and basically they have a neck collar for him with mutagen, and if he messed up, bam, you become a mutant, which eventually happens when he messes up with the mutation, and he becomes a fly.
yeah. Well, there's like a fly that let out his collar, and then that's where the explosion happened. That's why he became a fly. And I prefer this version of the Stockman fly because it looks a lot cooler.
But you know what was the total waste? In the later seasons, he turned back to human.
Well,
I think that's a waste.
No,
Well-
because he liked being a fly. Remember, he said that.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, I wouldn't really say waste.
Because he just so used to that. I'm just like, oh my god, you feel bad for the guy a little bit, but geez, you just want to be a fly for your whole life. Weren't you been fun of a fly for the rest of your life, though?
exactly. Like you can't get like a date or anything if you're stuck as a fly.
Please,
a
Pax
lot-
is gonna get a date regardless if he was human. That's
Yeah, true. Like every woman finds out how a loser he is, and or unless he finds some woman that has the same personality as him, they would do something. But as of now, he can't. So, and the last time we saw him, he got punched in the face by Mikey after he got turned back to human.
We're gonna say with Philomar using his normal voice for Baxter, but when he turns to a fly, I just like the effects of it. It sounds more badass.
Yeah. And the grossest thing about him that he spews out this weird goo, and it's just disgusting to look at.
Acid, yeah. Like
Acid.
it turns out that flies spew acid on themselves in order to do that.
Remember when he barfs on Tiger Crust popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
something.
for final thoughts for Baxter Stockman, easy, Infinity.
Exactly.
Ism.
All right, next up, Crusher and He Electrics from Incredibles 2. Do you remember these two?
Yes, I do. Yeah. I like how they brought some professional voice actors along with Paul Aldwing and D. Bradley Baker for this occasion.
Okay, so there's not much about these characters. Well, He Electrics, of course, he's got electric powers. And what I learned a few years ago that he originally was going to be a villain, but they changed the idea. And there's nothing much about him. He's just got electric powers. And for Crusher, of course, hence his name, he can crush things, but not like with a fist. His telepathy, they could do it like pitching, like a finger with that. And one scene, while he was hypnotized, when Mr. Incredible got him out of his trance, he was asking him to uncrush, and he can't do that. And he's not like the brightest character.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
telekinesis.
guys,
not
I'll be right back. My dad's calling me.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
King girl. All right. But go on, Fresh.
Yeah, for one thing, it's telekinesis, not telepathy. Like you can't
Oh,
do that.
I didn't mean to say telepathy. I meant to say telekinesis, but I came out wrong. But
For the character Crusher, I just like how he reused Jon Stewart's voice for this character.
yeah, but it was some kind of accent. I forgot what he is originated from, but I like how he portrayed as him. Anyway, and I don't know if he voiced him in video game. I think he did. I don't remember, but
He did.
okay. Yeah, it's only like a Lego version, but for this, Crusher and Helix, they're okay. I'll give them 8.
Same.
No.
Okay. Next up, Jazz and Various from Transformers Animated.
Yeah, Jazz. Yeah, one of the first few characters that I got introduced by LaMarr from Transformers Animated. Yeah, he was a really cool robot, with Jazz. It was like whenever like Sentinel or like Optimus get in a fight, he always breaks it up, and I just like the vibe of him. He has a really cool design.
Yeah, of course, I got introduced to Jazz through 2007 movie, but this one is like my most favorite Jazz because I like his show personality.
Exactly, and that's what LaMarr brought to this character, which I loved.
Yeah.
With Alphatron, who's being the head of everything, along with who was it? I know there was other than that, but with his voice, I give it a 10 out of 10. But for Jazz, I give him Affinity. But with Jetstorm, along with Jetfire, who was voiced by Tom Kenny, they were like complicated twins. At first, learning that how they learned to fly is they took some parts from Starscream.
Also, hold that thought. Why'd you put Bull for my Jim Par's monkey?
Because that's his name, Virgil Bull Sharkowski.
Oh. I
Okay.
did not know that. Okay. Anyway, continue, Blitz.
Well, can you put it back on?
Shoot. Wrong one. Where'd it go?
You're playing hide and seek. Cool. Transformers.
Okay, here we go. It was buffering a bit.
But what did you thought of the Jet Twins, Christian?
They're pretty alright. I didn't realize that was Jetfire. My introduction with Jetfire would be the one in Revenge of the Fallen, and this was my introduction to Jetstorm, but they're pretty alright. The fact that they were based on blueprints of Starscream when he was imprisoned.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I
Alright.
also give them a 10. Oh hi,
Oh,
Nikki.
welcome
I'm
back,
back.
Nikki.
Next up, Oil Slick, one of the Decepticons he got to play. There's the thing though, he only said one line with Oil Slick.
Well, at least he got a toy.
But yeah, I really like his design. He's really slick though. It's the name. And for Michael Supreme, although he was not the original voice, it was originally Kim Michelson, but he took over for season 3.
Yeah, I wonder why. I've heard Kevin Michael Richardson is much more fitting. And this was, of course, my introduction to Omega Supreme.
But for all of his roles Transformers animated, I thank him for that, especially Jazz, for making him a cool character.
Yes, and for all those roles, Infinity. Alright, next up, Brainiac from LEGO DC Cosmic Clash. So in this one, of course, he's the main villain. The superheroes have to travel into space and stop Brainiac from destroying Earth. Of course, he's a collector and stuff. And as a whole, a lot of differentiating. He like shrinks them, and I then figure out I had to reverse that, and then inside his head is like a computer, and so Batman was in there. He reversed it and stuff. And he also has close to himself, and they all think they're better. It's a whole different type of deal. But no disrespect to Phil LaMarr, this version of Brainiac is not my complete favorite.
Why not?
Because I prefer Brainiac as like a more serious and like more dangerous type of character. Like one at Justice League 2001, or well, and Superman the Animated Series, basically.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
But I would say a 5 for this version of Brainiac.
Okay.
Okay, Zalin Gemstone put this down. Philly Phil from Class of 3000.
Whoa. You have 5 fingers? You are rich.
Well, yeah, so yeah, while watching some episodes, which of course was a delight. Yeah, all I know from Philly Phil is like he's kind of like the inventor of the group, the smart guy, the one that can just take it easy, and yeah, he's just a good dude overall.
Nice. Did Phil play any other characters, or this is the one for you?
Yes, he has, but I don't know the characters because I never watched the show. But well,
I was asking fresh, actually.
What let's see, other different ones. Well, I mean, like the other ones, I don't think it's kind of really important that much. All it is just who he has. So I guess it's just only just Philly Phil.
Okay, got you. And overall score?
Yeah, Infinity.
Okay.
I'll give him a 9 out of 10 since I didn't really see the show, but I still respect it a little.
I saw the behind the scenes. It was really cool.
Yeah, see this?
Are you okay, Fresh? Were you on constipation?
That's actually your thing. It's called. There's a difference between constipation and well, let's see, geeking out to the max. So,
He sounded like, in my opinion, he sounded like Jamie Foxx doing a Mike Tyson impression when he actually did that impression.
Wow. Anyway, next up, Lucius Fox and Killer Moth from DC Superhero Girls 2015. So, how I saw Lucius Fox in this one, my actual introduction to Lucius was in Batman Telltale's games, but for this one, there's like this like episode or short where he's like teaching them about the weapons, how to use their weapons and stuff, and then of course Cheetah was there and she like messed it up, and then Wonder Woman with her lasso of truth accidentally let it on Lucius, and then he said some stuff about truth, and then he gave her minus F or something. I don't remember, but yeah, Cheetah is basically yeah. But for Killer Moth, why did they make him sound like a total geek?
In my opinion, I thought his Killer Moth sounded like Stockman Fly a little bit.
Okay, sure. I guess that's what they're going for, but I mean, I guess they're trying to go for that loser that wants to be a moth because that's what it was like. Just like example in
The Batman.
Yeah, the Batman portrayed by Jeff Bennett. Of course, he got mutated, but of course, all of our favorites is Thomas Hayden Church's version in Teen Titans 2003.
No doubt.
But yeah, for these two in the show, I'll give it a 7.
I give it a 5. I mean, for at least Killer Moth. For Lucius, I give it a 10 out of 10. He really did good with the voice.
Agreed. All right, next up, Bernard Williams, Craig of the Creek.
Yeah, like one of the last remaining good Cartoon Network shows at the time. So yeah, I first watched the show when it first came out, of course. And really shocked that him, along with other notables like Terry Crews, was part of the cast. It was really awesome that he played, Craig's older brother.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bernard's personality, just being mature and all that, he just wants to be a grown up, acting like, since, the parents are not around when they're at work, he acts charged against, Craig and his little sister, Jessica. But, Fillmore's portrayal was awesome, in my opinion.
No doubt.
Yeah, for Bernard, even though he could act like a dink here and there, I give him a 9 out of 10.
Even though I didn't really saw the show, the way you described him, I'll give him a 4. All right, so I'll put this down. Hermes Conrad from Futurama.
Oh, yes. Yeah, when he portrayed this character, he's just kind of awkward sometimes here and there, but I just love how he gave this character a Jamaican accent.
Yes. And yeah, like what was interesting to me was when I was like making Philomar's episode, I was like, wait, his voice is kind of a little much more higher. It's not much deeper than it is in the in the series. I kind of like that evolution type of thing.
Yes. I like the sounding of the voice. I just give Hermes like infinity. He's like one of the best.
Yes.
All right. Next up, Man-Bat from Batman Unlimited. So in one particular movie, like Animal Instincts, it's been a while since I've seen it because I saw it once. They're trying to find a cure for Man-Bat, I think, and it's part of Gorilla Grodd and other members. But of course, he was a temporary member, and I like the design in this version of Man-Bat. Of course, he's Phil LaMarr. Surprisingly, I'm impressed that he portrayed Man-Bat like this. So I give him a done. Okay, I know I made a mistake here. It's supposed to be cultural, but it came out Kultak. Anyway, so Otto Khan from the games, he is taking place after Shao Kahn because he's dead in the Mortal Kombat X game. So he's like the new ruler and stuff. Yeah, it's like godlike abilities, like the power of the sun, mostly. And I mean, he's not as powerful as Shao Kahn. He's not as ruthless, even though he's not the main antagonist. But he's still portrayed as a villain most times. But in Mortal Kombat 11, he is kind of a good guy. He apparently has a love interest with Jade. That's a whole different story. But this Kotal Khan, and the way Phil LaMarr portrayed him, he did really good. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Let's try again. All right.
Aquaman for Just Two and other media, but
the first time he played him was, of course, Young Justice.
Right.
Yeah. We'll go on.
Well, have you seen his version of Young Justice?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I like his portrayal. Like he kind of, took the essence of like Jon Stewart and made it into his own Aquaman a little bit. That's what I liked.
But yeah. So I haven't seen a story mode in a while, but when I've seen the intro dialogues, he's like, of course, a king of Atlantis, and doesn't have anything to do with the Silver Dwellers, and of course, in the Justice comics, they have the regime stuff. So I don't remember if he's like on Superman's side or Batman's side. I can't honestly remember, but either or, Aquaman still is like one of my favorite DC characters ever since I watched the Aquaman movie starring Jason Momoa. But yeah, the way Phil LaMarr voiced him, he sounds very serious. He sounds like someone that you should listen to, basically. Also,
Exactly.
I hear someone eating.
Not me.
I mean,
So it must be Nikki then.
No, it's not me either.
It
I
must
don't know
be
what I'm
you,
hearing.
maybe on
Christian.
drugs.
Nah, I'm just playing. But what's also cool about this is Phil LaMarr's the first black actor to play Aquaman.
That is impressive. Okay, hang on. I'm just telling something.
Next.
But for Phil LaMarr as Aquaman, 9 out of 10.
Let's try again.
Oh, try again.
No, that's not what
try
I
again.
said. I didn't say that, but okay. I said must try again.
Okay. Wilt, Jackie, and etc. from Foster's.
Yeah, I gotta say this has to be like one of like Phil LaMarr's like nicest roles, like with Wilt.
Yes. Wilt is known as the nicest character ever, and he's always until like saying if that's okay and stuff. He's very kind, but do not like annoy him a small bit, because in one episode where he's trying to watch a game and he's also trying to get like crackers for Blue, but each time he can ask a favor, like change a light bulb or work on digitry of Coco and stuff, and yeah, he got upset at all. And also, the reason why he has no left arm and his eyes wonky, a flashback induced like his former owner used to be a basketball player, and then there's this guy voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. There's a whole type of deal, but his owner was about to get crushed by Kevin Michael Richardson's character, and then his arm got crushed by him, and then a basketball hit him in the eye, and that's why he's like that. But your thoughts?
I already said my part.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize Nikki left. Anyway, but yeah, for Will, of course, Infinity. He's a really great guy.
Yeah, just everything that y'all just said. So I just take it like that.
Yeah.
And for like one of the most crappy characters, Jackie.
Planted looking ass. Get out of here.
Okay, so what I really don't like about this character is like he takes people a lot of advantage, and like one episode, like Mac was getting like a criminal basically because he didn't return his book in time or something like that, and Jackie was supposed to be portrayed as a detective and stuff, but it turns out he's the one who did it because that was a book, and he actually used his library card without permission. So the book was like learning how to be a detective and all, and like and almost every time he appeared, he eats a sandwich. It's like his most favorite food. I mean, that's just annoying.
Yeah. The only thing I like about Jackie is the deep voice Phil put for this character.
Bingo.
Sure, but the character itself, it's just, excuse me, very off-putting, really. So, I mean, no disrespect to Phil LaMarr, I really despise this character. So, for what?
What? There's somebody else.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm like yes. Even though we will get there eventually, but we're just saying the scores.
But go ahead.
Yeah, for Jackie, a 1. Anyway, no.
There's also no. That's his last name.
Yeah,
Oh,
Knowles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Beyonce Knowles. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red.
Okay. Oh, Bowling Paul.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then.
Okay, so in this episode, Mac is joined in the bowling team of Madam Foster, and of course her rivals are a bunch of old ladies, but since he is bad at bowling, she kicked him out the team, and Mac needs to know like how to bowl. So he meets this bowling imaginary friend, and the whole episode is based on the movie Big Lebowski. And anyway, and so Paul was like teaching him how the way of the bowl, but apparently it's all a lie. And Paul doesn't know how to bowl at all. It's just his owner. So yeah, it's just a whole type of deal. But it was a right character, I thought at first, but it's just meh. So I would say 6 for Paul.
What?
Oh, I didn't realize muted. Blitz is muted. Okay, while we're waiting.
All right, back.
Oh, okay.
And
I
also,
just turned
Nikki
this.
said that she got glitched out, so I think if she wants to come back or something.
Is she? No, she ain't. In the backstage.
What? Did you explain
Alright.
the other character?
I'm sorry?
The other character from Foster is Red.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. No. But I'll let you explain since you mentioned it.
So basically, Red is his imaginary friend that Mac's brother made, Terrence. Yikes! Yeah, Fillmore's portrayal as Red was wow, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, of course, like, not really bright character, but eventually he learned to become good a little, but not much to Terrence's dismay, and yeah.
Hey,
Boy,
got a
Terrence was
question.
so what?
I got a question. So if Terrence and Mac imagined a friend together, they would make purple. Get it?
Huh?
Actually, yeah, that would be true. But if they would get along, they would. But as of now,
Well, yes, he's performed, but it's just like too much of a hugger when it comes to squeezing people. But that's all that is.
but if purple was a thing, what will his personality be?
I mean, let's see. A mix, between blue and Mac. No. I'm sorry, Red. Would he be very chill though? I would imagine that very chill.
Yeah, like a chill type guy. And who would voice him?
Phil LaMarr, because chill voices.
Well, there's an other like maybe Greg Sipes.
Maybe, but it depends on the main cast, because most of the time it's them.
Yeah. Well, of course we won't see since the show is.
She was like,
soon.
"We'll see." Like, there's more episodes. Boy, if you don't, I'm just playing.
What else is new, huh?
Anyway, Red was okay character. 8. And there's also a cell phone guy, which Blue mistook for an imaginary friend, but it's really a guy that was stuck in there because the zipper got broke.
Oh.
Yeah, I felt so bad about that dude. And there's just a lot of minors. Oh, there's Harry Beast. Remember that big behemoth guy that everyone was afraid of?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're really much afraid of him. And then Blue was about to. Well, he actually made him mad because he pulled pregnant on him, but it turns out that Harry wants to be a comedian as well. But it's a whole type of deal. So for him, 6.
But
There's
overall, for his roles, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's also remember Ben E. Factor, that guy that pretended he was a billionaire.
Yes, I do remember that.
Oh man, like, and the way his voice is, it kind of sounds like Kevin McDonald.
Huh? No, he does kind of.
Yeah, and he supposedly was a rich guy doing a charity and for Mr. Harriman, but as it turns out, he was some random guy, and a rich guy was just an old man, and yeah, it's just I really hate that guy, so I give him a 1. But there are others, but it'll take too long to talk about. But for all of his roles, it's a mix, but overall, it's just Infinity.
But there was also Prince Charming.
Yes.
Right, but all right, Fresh, you talk about him.
Right, so we're to slow down. So, like, yeah, like he was one of the many characters to believe that Frankie has fallen in love with him. So he, along with Mac, Blue, and Chris, decide to decide to not let Frankie's actual real date, some dude named Derek, I believe. Derek.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay, so yeah, so all they had to do was just so Blue, Mac, and Chris they disguised themselves as a Orlando Blue, and Prince was made to be Prissy. He was like, I hate you, because you could tell in his eyes.
Yeah, but as it turns out, Derek was a complete dickhead, and he didn't really have something to do with Frankie. Well, he kind of did, but not really. And he thinks that friends are losers, and Frankie found out and boy, she did not like that, and she whipped his arse, and he was out of here.
Indeed.
But there. Let's see. Oh, remember Blake Superior?
No.
He's that Tony Tiger type of character that appeared where Blue got the hiccups.
Oh yes, now I remember.
Yes. And I forgot who actually won in that episode. Anyway, he was an okay-ish character, kind of a douche, but the fact that he looks like Tony the Tiger, I can't unsee it.
Wasn't that great for you though?
Very funny. One more. Peace. So he's just the tiniest character of Foster. So tiny, nobody can see him or hear him. So it's basically point of view episode. I forgot what it's called, but it's the episode where everyone got locked out because of the security cult thing. And the whole time they're trying to get Cheese to tell him what the cult is because he's the one who knew it. And so Pease is basically a really nice guy, a really loyal type of dude, but a hassle for him that nobody can hear him or see him because of how small he is. And the way his voice is, it sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Oh yes, I remember now.
Yeah, but eventually, he got Frankie to hear him, and he was the reason that about the news type of deal, like being nice to Cheese and all that, because he was speaking through her ear, and then at the end of the episode, he was using a megaphone to talk to Frankie. So, yeah, but I really like this character. I'll give him a 10 out of 10.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Okay, enough of those. So overall score for all of them, infinity.
Couldn't say better.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Marcus from Juniper Elite.
He was a chill guy.
Yes, that's all he is. That's all his character is. And what makes it even better is that like trying to be cool with Juniper, but unaware that she actually has the hots for him. But still, they're cool for each other.
I kind of got awkward with her and Marcus, especially when that new kid came to like their school. Like, what was it, Taylor? You know,
Like, what?
yeah, there's this new kid named Taylor. And he was voiced by D. Riley Baker.
Well, I don't remember the episode. What kind of?
Oh, but that's all right. But yeah, I find Marcus is a chill dude. I give him a 10 out of 10.
Same here.
I googled him, and he does look like a chill dude. All right, next up, Squeakus Cat Scratch.
Yeah, this was a shocker. way back when. Okay, the episode started with Waffle trying to be, an actual freaking cat, be cat enough for some kind of party he and his brothers were gonna go to. So Blick trains him like as much as he could until he stumbles upon an actual mouse that he needs to catch in order to prove himself. But Squeakus tricks Waffle into thinking that Blick and Gordon are mice for reasons, because of course he's the head of the trio. But so Waffle needs to like fight back in order to just save his brothers from whatever Squeakus' plan was, and that's it.
Wow.
Interesting. And your score?
Infinity, because of just the voice. The many rare times that, God dang, if you were to hear the voice.
All right, I'll take your word for it. All right, next up, Fleur, Chomley, and Tetro from Mixos.
So yeah, I was really surprised about these roles when finding it out. Yeah, Flair, he's basically one of the Frosty-Cons, the blue ones. He's the one with the wings, if you can remember. If you're seeing like the shorts here and there.
Well, yeah, I have. Is it Fleur or Chomley?
No, Fleur. Like he's the one with the wings.
Okay. Okay, I need to look him up.
Okay, while you're doing that. And Tomley, Hey, he's part of the Fang gang. Basically, he's one of the Brown Nixos. And yeah, I was really surprised that Phil.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, with Chong Li, he's like the one of the members of the Fang gang, and he's basically the one with the crazy voice. Have you seen that shirt where he sees these two other Nixos mix? He's like, more, more. I got one.
No, but I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. Now for Tencho, what's his story?
Oh yeah, he was that orange mix of one of the Tanglers. Remember, he's the one that mixed with Lunk, the one voiced by Billy Wiss. For that birthday party.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. With with you, silly. Boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom. It's just so hilarious. But man, I need to get Mixos from Amazon because I used to have a Mixo. It was the one of the magician ones. It's the one with the one eye with the two magic wands.
Oh yeah, that's the one voiced by Brian Stivic.
Oh, that's cool. But I don't know much about the characters. But for your thoughts, what's your score?
Always Infinity. I know people have their doubts about Mixos, but it has to be one of the best Lego franchises.
I agree because it's fun when they mix in stuff, and yeah. All right, next up, Marvin Pulp Fiction.
Boy, get your ass up!
Wait, I didn't know he was in Pulp Fiction.
yes.
I just like how Samuel L. Jackson character cursed at him though. It was pretty funny.
So yeah, Marvin. So yeah, what was famous about this is that in the scene in the scene in the car where Marvin was asked what was his opinion about what it was about whatever it was, I can't really remember good, but the most famous part is where Jules, if I pronounce it right, or Vincent, whoever, John Travolta's character just accidentally shot him in the face.
Yikes!
Just I shot Marvin in the face, and then he just gone just like that.
Yeah,
I see. Okay. All right. Next up, Jonesy from Bantan Universe.
Yes.
So his only appearance was a flashback episode, and it was a flashback only episode called "From Hindorium to Eternity." So in this episode, Ben, Gwen, and Lucy from the original series, they discovered that every adult, including Mr. Bellman and whatnot, are weird and they have their one-eye closed and they're nice, and they find out that they're under possession of ghosts called engineerites. But anyway, so Jonesy is just a random friend of theirs from school, and then he tag along with them, and apparently they know about Ben with the Omnitrix and Gwen with powers and whatever. And of course, it has nothing to do with them mainly, and he doesn't like pancakes and all. But he somehow saves the day because he threw a shovel against the machine, and then a stalactite fell on it to it, and then he destroyed it. So he basically saved the day. And there's another character, which is a minor one, where
driver. I got you.
well, thank you, but that shocked the frick out of me because I was not expecting that was Phil LaMarr.
Not really for me. I heard it immediately.
Anyway, but what are your thoughts about Jonesy Blitz?
Yeah, he was a really interesting character with sarcastic moments here and there. Just him freaking out. Wish I could have seen him in more of the present episodes where he's a teenager.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, I don't know how they would portray him as that, but I mean, that was the only time we saw him, so I give him an 8. Now here's a shocker for fans: train passenger for Spider-Man 2.
No doubt. There was something special about Spider-Man 2 way back when I first watched it, but this right here caught me by surprise.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, none of us knew until you showed us a video like that was Phil LaMarr. That's just bizarre. But I'm glad he made a cameo.
If you want him, you have to get through past us first. And me.
Okay. Anyway, next up, Black Manta and Shark God from Harley Quinn the series.
So, yeah, with Black Manta. Yeah, I first heard his voice when they're having that villains reunion, basically, hosted by Lex Luthor. Let's say his version of Black Manta was pretty cool.
I mean, it's been a while. I forgot what it sounded like, but I'll take your word for it, right?
And for Shark God, just basically the father of Shark King. Yeah, that was really surprising. This deepness of the voice.
Yeah, and he wants King Shark to be married to this one girl and stuff, and they eventually do. And in one episode, his debut episode, he mentioned. Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, he like killed his brother. He's going for.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was so fucked up.
I know, and he actually killed his other brothers because he the sight of blood and makes them woohoo. Anyway, yeah, Shark God, alright character, and I forgot what pelt he was wearing around his armor.
Oh. Well, for my score, I both give 10 out of 10 for these characters.
Agreed. All right. Second, Homebuyer, Step Brothers. Wait, he was in Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Huh. I only saw the movie once, so I didn't catch that.
So yeah, so when Brennan more brother to sell the house, like Dale and Brennan tried their best in order to make sure that the house stays where it is. So when Phil LaMarr and his wife arrive at the house, they see that they think that Brennan has got like asbestos poisoning from the house. They'd be like, "What is going on here? Who's the asbestos? That's what did it." And his wife was like, "I've seen too many dead bodies. I can't deal with this," and they just bailed.
Wow, dang.
But Dad, we're men. We leave the door open when we use the bathroom. We like the P word.
We've literally never done any of those things before.
Okay, Dad, think of this. What if she comes on me and she sees me with my towel open and she gets on me? What about that? I just like how he said, "Shut the F up" afterwards.
Yes.
Wow, dang. But man, finding out that Phil LaMarr was in this movie, wow. Then again, I didn't know much about him. I was younger because I saw this movie younger, so, and I stopped watching it ever since. And yeah, that's a whole another story. But yeah, what is your rating for him?
10 out of 10.
Same.
Cool. All right. All right, Daryl Scooby-Doo Camp Scare. So this is a kind of a minor one because in the beginning, he's like one of the camp counselors, like telling scary stories about the woodsman, and he got so scared he carried away to the rival camp, Big Moose Lake. And he became their counselor, and that's just basically it. That's the last time. Well, he did see him again in one scene where he and the other campers at Big Moose Lake were chasing Scooby and Shaggy, and that other one kid was by Mark Hamill. So that's basically it. Not much about him, so 7.
Cool.
All right, Drake. What the? Oh, okay. Okay, Drake, Cypher, Lunatics Unleashed.
Yeah. So the deal with him, like he was one of the many characters to be affected by the meteor that gave him superpowers. His power is basically to absorb other people's powers through touch, and he's just a showboater. He's just seeking attention, stealing people's powers just to become a hero in his own rights, but causing damage in order to pull this whole thing off. And despite how hateful and how just obnoxious this could be, he's still a comedic and entertaining character. I must say, no doubt. That's all. He's just trying to be like this hip hop cool freaking dude that's be like, yeah, look at me, I'm Powers, I'm famous, I'm cooler than all of y'all.
Huh. Wow. All right. Next up, um oh yeah, I found it. Virgil Sharkwelski. So he is basically a bully, even though he's not a bully. He's actually a shark. But yeah, surprisingly,
Bull
this like
shark. Get it? Bull shark.
yeah.
That's
All right, go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah, this is like basically my true introduction to Philomar because it's like besides Will, as that's how I knew him best. But yeah, I just found neat that he wears headphones around his gills as a breathing apparition. So that's a smart idea. But as a kid, I really didn't like him mainly because he was a bully. But your thoughts?
Yeah, like I was kind of like unaware that was Phil LaMarr all this time, and I just gonna say like the voice. It kind of sounds like he's trying to pull off his own version of Mike Tyson.
That's what I thought too when I heard the voice.
Mike Tyson as a shark. Imagine that.
But for me, how I first got introduced to the character before the show, have you ever seen this one video or like what was it, commercial with Beast Boy and Ben 10 fighting each other?
I have, yes, and that's like really awesome. And I know Beast Boy turned into him.
Yeah, with Beast Boy turning into these certain like cartoon character, like because they're animals. I like that, and you see like it's Raven and Gwen playing a video game.
Yeah, that's just smart. But yeah, he's not my favorite character. But in all honesty, he's still all right. I'll give him maybe a 7.
8.
All right, fair.
5.
All right, and there are others, but we don't know them. So, all right, next up, Marty from Madagascar Games.
Oh yeah, Marty. Yeah, when it comes to like taking on for celebrities, Phil LaMarr is like one of the best choices here.
No doubt about it. Like he matched Chris Rock's voice perfectly. And if they allowed it, and if they made a new game of Madagascar or something like that, or somehow have Marty appear some game, and they should have Eric Bauza since he can mimic Chris Rock's perfectly.
I think they will allow it. It just depends on the color of the character. Since Marty's black and white, then it's okay for Eric Bauza. He's legit a zebra, so it doesn't matter. But
I know.
Fun fact: this is not the first time Phil LaMarr took over for Chris Rock. So the first time was in King of the Hill. So what do you call it? Chris Rock voiced this character named Roger Sack for his first appearance, and then his second voice was Phil LaMarr. Basically, that's how it all started.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but other than Marty, he also played Maurice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, was it only in Escape to Africa game?
No, that's Fred Tatasciore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Madagascar
Fantastic.
Parks.
Oh, I used to have that game as a. Oh wait, no. I actually I have Madagascar cards, but all I was thinking was DreamWorks cards. But
I'm just saying, like for his version of Marty and Maurice, Infinity.
Yes.
Channel 10. All right. Old Teller from Chowder. Who wants Chowder? Anyway, so for Old Teller, an episode called Cecil Donates or Deposits, whatever. Him and Chowder go to a bank, and there's a line. Of course, this old guy is like very slow, taking so long, but it makes it very slower because Chowder kept messing him up. Like one example: A B C D E F G H I J. Oh, fiddlesticks! And he has to start over, much to Cecil's dismay. And then after finally shutting up Chowder, he was like counting more, but since it's been so long, he was like sputter out of exhaustion, and they replaced him with a younger guy.
There was this one episode where he voiced a robber.
Yeah. Oh wait. The robber appeared in this episode too because he was a mouse and he had this freaking toilet plunger. He was there too, and he also voiced a dog named Ancho there. It was like,
Oh yeah, and the line, Cicero was almost there, and it's at there, but because of Chowder and his stupidity and stuff, he was messing with his thing. I forgot what he called it, and he got so upset, and they got arrested, and they're up it. What did you say, Blitz?
5, 6, 7. What comes after 7?
8.
9. And then Chowder misses. Okay.
I know. And I love how every time he squeezes the pig to vomit out the coins. And Fresh, do you remember what that dog said?
I think it was like, all I do remember is just like he said, "This man made me feel uncomfortable."
But yeah, he did pretty good with these characters. I just felt bad that old Teller saw over every time because Chowder kept messing him up, and that he passed out from exhaustion. Or as the fireman put it, like he ran out of steam. But overall, for these roles, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
All right, and now for some Billy Mandy roles. And now, one of the most popular characters, at least, Dracula from Billy and Mandy.
Wait, I forgot to also include some other important ones, but we'll just take care of this for now. So yeah, like Dracula, I kind of like this version of Dracula where he put on a Red Fox impression.
He does. Now you mention it, and he talks in third person because he always says, "Oh, Dracula could do this. Dracula could do that." No. We don't suck. It's scrape and lick. Listen to me. Scrape and lick. It's just wow.
I like how Grimm idolized him because he's idolized him since he was a little boy.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, he's an alright character, but he annoys me mainly because of him talking third person, because that always annoyed me. But Dracula is an okay character if he said I instead of Dracula for once.
What do you want from me?
I'm hungry.
What do you want me to do about it?
Go get some nachos.
No.
What?
Get them yours. Please.
Please?
Get them yourself.
I actually saw that clip on YouTube.
I also like, oh, yeah, speaking of LaMarr, he was that judge in that episode.
Yes, it was my fault. Sorry.
No, that's all right, but explain about the judge.
I mean, yeah, all I just know about the judge, like, yeah, even though he can be, like, very strict, he still has his moments, especially
Judge? Judge?
Shut up!
I have a question, Judge.
I order you to shut up!
Judge!
Why won't you shut up?
Fred burger.
Give me that.
That's just the best. Anyway, what?
He also puts this talking brain that takes control of this body of a bear, like Hector Con Carne from this show called Evil Con Carne, which was supposed to be like before Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how I got used to him was in Billy and Mandy, because I didn't know what he was, but so yeah, do you know more about Hector?
That's just really all I know. But what was cool was that, like, so that's where General Scar first appeared in before Billy and Mandy happened. Yeah.
Where I felt bad for a little bit of General Scar is that when he got beat up for like being Santa. Remember that, Fresh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree with Fresh's story for like Dracula. Very funny character. Now with Orange's dad, you want to explain?
His real name is actually Richard, by the way.
Oh, okay. But go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, see, I learned about him a little bit. One thing, he's married to a mummy, which makes Aaron half mummy. Then when Dracula's wife, aka Grandma, appeared and found out that part vampire, so he's part human, vampire, and mummy. And also, why did Richard marry a mummy in the first place?
Get mommy.
Meet my mommy.
I like that.
Anyway, so do you know anything about Richard?
But it was cool to find out that Dracula was his long lost vampire father.
Yeah, and I love how he's like says, dude.
Yeah, it's a verbal take.
Yeah,
I know. But like, okay, yeah, with the grandmother, she is funny as hell. I gotta
I
say,
know, especially with her roasting battle with the principal.
Yes.
And I love how it's like between him it's like DJ type thing and her is a church organ. Oh man, like name like the best one she's done.
Let's see. Well, yeah. Your mama so stupid she cheated off Billy's test, and he was so stupid to not get the joke.
I know, and there's also you're always ugly whooping some it's about whooping and then Dracula fellow like Dracula went. I forgot what the whole thing is. It's been a while since I've seen the video, but I just love how she like roasting and stuff. But she's just awesome, and the reason like her and Dracula had weren't married anymore because she got freaked out that he turned to a bat. Of course, she realized that he was actual Dracula because he says his name all the time. I can't believe she didn't catch that right away. But of course, reasons. But she's still a pretty funny character.
I agree.
Oh.
Infinity.
Oh, you're stepping out?
Stepping out with my baby.
All right. Well, Fresh is gone for a bit. This is going good so far. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Also, thank you, Blitz, for adding more.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. What were we talking about?
Oh wait.
We're about to wrap up his roles in Billy and Mandy, like final scores.
Oh yeah. Was there anyone else besides
Yeah, I was trying to think that too. I believe there was one time that.
Judge?
Oh wait, I was right there. That's all there was.
Okay, so for these type of roles, you don't want to watch Billy Mandy, but I have seen clips, especially the one with the grandmother. Oh boy, she is so hilarious. So, Infinity.
Exactly.
All right. You probably haven't seen the Osmosis Jones series, have you?
Well,
I've seen a little bit. Again, with Chris Rock and then transferring to Phil LaMarr, it's no brainer.
I wish I saw the movie.
Okay, but still just gross.
Okay, there's Mr. T, his first voice role. Really?
Well, yes, technically it was Woody. Like that. Like if you read down here, like I said, that he needed to specify.
All right. Cool. Okay. Ollie Williams, Judge, Dignified, Q, Blackman. Wait,
What's
Judge
the weather like today,
Dignified?
Ollie?
It's gonna rain.
Thank you, Ollie. Yeah, Ollie Williams has to be one of Phil LaMarr's funniest characters.
And yes, and even though it doesn't really speak a lot, just speaking in short, chartery utterances, I guess it's still just a way to still make money.
Yeah, and I do like this one where it was one of the Christmas episodes. It was with him and his family, and Phil LaMarr also voiced Ollie's son. He was like, "What's this? Cold? Why? Bad? Oh."
Oh, I was wondering who this character was because I've seen pictures of him.
Like one of my best ones is like, here is Ollie Williams recapping what happened last episode. What happened, Ollie? Story kills Lois, and what? Peter got blamed. Then what? Peter got caught. Then what? Lois came back. Then what? Lois really.
Remember when Peter had that camera stick to like his face though?
Yes, he kept on insulting him with celebrity names. He called him Will Smith, Eddie Murphy, Don Cheeto, Bernie Mac, and Oprah.
Wow, dang.
Whoop, punch in the face. But yeah, for Ollie Infinity, he's just hilarious.
Yes.
All right, here. Oh, go ahead.
For the Judge first, would you like to explain?
Okay, I just know, yes, he does take his job seriously, of course, why not? But still, his humorous moments. My most favorite part is, okay, can I ask someone to please stop saying "oh no" in this courtroom? Because the effing Kool-Aid guy just gonna keep showing up.
Thank you.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah. You guys did this. You guys freaking did this. I forgot what else he said.
And then they get a call. Hey, I think I'm in the wrong Springfield.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And evil Stewie, of course, killing him and licking him up.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to like represent his blood.
But I also give Infinity. It was just really cool that Phil LaMarr was one of the OG actors for like Family Guy at the time.
And it's like one of the times to hear him curse.
Yes.
So Q Blackman.
What?
Huh?
It says Q Blackman.
Yeah, that's his full-on name.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that to be his full name. So is that all of his roles, or is there more?
I mean, there's various here and there. Like I do remember in what was it? I think the Lethal Weapons episode where there was a cutaway with Stewie playing basketball and he tripped some black dude and he was like, "Yo, man, that's tripping." And he said, "Don't make me put my size in your narrow way."
Dang.
Skilo, you need money. You remember that cutaway?
Let's see. You need wait a second. Why does that sound familiar though?
You know, it was just cutaway with Peter and this one black guy. He had three wishes. He wished to be tall, had a basketball, and wished he had a what was it, a bunny and a hat. And Peter was like, "Skilo, you need money."
I don't. Sorry.
Hmm. But have you seen a cutaway where it showed a man sucking at a claw machine, and there's a guy that's claw hands, and he had trouble.
Yeah, he was struggling because with his keys.
And then the guy asked, "How do you drive?" Terrible.
Merry
Believe it or
Christmas,
not,
Peter.
like back when Dad's still alive, we lived in an old house in Boaz. And it was like when we just moved in, we had cable, and he's like scrolling through, and that's where I saw that cutaway.
Oh, cool.
And I also said, like, how does he drink?
Very messy. Also, Merry Christmas, Peter. Hold it in, hold it in, hold it in.
Right.
Man. All right, next.
All right, lost my place here.
The Batman.
Oh yeah. Man, there's so many. Oh, here we go. Maximilian used from the Batman 2004. This was my introduction to this character, and then later on, oh boy, I remember that I appeared in Harley Quinn Blitz, and oh man, that's just weird. But for this one, he's a lot more serious. So he, of course, has his own ship, and he thinks he's very superior than all others. He has like rule and all that. So it's just basically the ruling type wants to rule the world that like that. And of course, he's got electrical powers of Zeus himself. So basically, that's a bit much about him. And I'll say it's 9 out of 10.
Cool.
Anyway, next up, Maurice Foley, Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Tucker's dad. So yeah, he voiced him for a few episodes here and there. Like along with Maurice, there was also Tucker's mom, who was voiced by Kimberly Brooks. But yeah, the one episode I feel bad for him is the first appearance with Amorpho.
And why did you feel bad for him for?
In the beginning of the episode, remember he was framing people for not, things they didn't actually do because he was mimicking them, basically taking their place, and then they would blame them back. And
It's been a while.
in this occasion, Tucker and his mom were getting ready for dinner, and then who we thought it was Tucker's dad, it was actually a Morpho in disguise. He basically ate all the dinner and spit it in their faces. And then when Tucker's actual dad came to visit, she had a rant on him.
Oh my god, yikes, that's gotta suck.
Like,
I hate when people do that.
Even though it was like a little bit of a minor role, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Alright, this is your thing, Fresh. Jamie O. Hey Arnold.
Hey, don't forget about me, boy.
What, wait, is that supposed to be a joke?
Christian, do you enough? I watch Hey Arnold too. Don't forget about me, homie.
I know, but Fresh put this down. That's why I said this is your thing. Your thing meaning like you're the one who put it there, so that's why.
Oh, okay, clarify next time.
But you guys can take turns.
All right, here you go, Fresh. You take it.
What? Okay, well, yes, Jamie O is Gerald's older brother, and just the standard type of sportsy, jerky, jerk jock older brother type. And like, even though he was the second voice for him, he still, Phil definitely did better than the other.
Who was the first?
Like, I think his name was like Ben Aaron Ho.
But I agree with your statement, Fresh. Phil was my favorite too, especially that one episode where it got a little bit, like, a lot of complicated, especially when that one girl, like, just using Gerald just to get to Jamie O.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. And learning that he could be cool sometimes, but, it's just depending on him. But for him, I give him a 7 out of 10.
Well, the way you describe him, I'll give him a 2.
Dang. Let's see. It's because in the episode Jamie-O in Love, when it looks like that Jamie-O would change his ways since he has this girlfriend, but since she was only like using him for his money, and he said that he's gonna try to be a better brother, like what you said, Blitz, when he feels like it was kind of.
Because it kind of felt good for a while for Gerald and Arnold, like him paying for stuff that they wanted. It felt good for a while.
Well, yes, but at the ending, it was nice for him to just take them out for ice cream. I was just saying.
Yeah. I mean, you can always have your brothers, but not girls. You don't know when they could, backstab you.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Cyborg and Gorilla Grodd Joker's Playhouse.
So basically, yes, this was a video on YouTube. It was originally on some network, but yeah, his versions were pretty cool, especially Cyborg. It kind of sounded like Harry Payton's version to me a little bit. Yeah. And if for Gorilla Grodd, oh damn, this is like the deepest villain in this I see. It's kind of like a mix with Black Manta and Darth Vader combined.
And I love his design in that one too. I like the armor he's wearing.
Yes, the French man.
I actually like this whole video because it gave actors playing, other roles. Like this is the one where John Custer plays Joker.
Yes.
Yeah, and Darren Norris plays Batman. Damon King plays Superman and Hawkeye. What was it? Eric Bauza played Mr. Freeze and Flash. And who else am I missing here? I know there was that guy who voiced Green Lantern and the narrator, but that was about it. But for his versions, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Me too. And I remember you showing us a video of this in one of my streams or streams that we were in.
Yeah, it was a private stream, but it says here because it was for like a toy company, Fisher Price, right? They said
Also, here's Movie Watcher. Hey, Movie Watcher.
It's Woot.
Yeah.
Movie Watcher.
But yeah, what I'm gonna say is, they said, depending on the prices of like how much toys they could sell, they would make more episodes, which sadly didn't happen until like 5 years later when they rebooted that series in 2015.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe they might. I hire Phil LaMarr to voice. He's got two characters again, but we'll never know. Time will never tell. Anyway, next up, Jam James Wow Wubsy. Yeah, I just looked this guy up. He looks like LeBron James.
I remember seeing this episode as a kid.
Either.
All right, so who's this guy?
So after Whoopsie feels like his friends don't really need him since they seem to be just busy with whatever they were doing. Well, Whoopsie just decides to go play basketball, and it turns out that it's all going great for him until James questions him about why join when your friends just want to need you? Why won't your friends want to come see you play? So. Of course, they do kind of make up after James tells him that no matter what happens, they're still going to be friends. And, well, everything just goes great at the end. That's all it is. Nothing bad.
I like how they were all laughing at the ending of the episode, though.
What?
You remember the end of the episode? They were all laughing.
Well, I mean, all because, they were laughing because Whoopsie's friends said they need him in order to show that secret handshake.
Yeah.
All right. So your score?
Yeah. What?
Oh, it's a 10 out of 10. Go ahead.
Yeah, what he said.
All right. Cool. Next one, Lego Darth Vader.
Yeah. Again, with Fillmore taking over for celebrities, again, he did really great with this role. That's all I can say. I heard a voice clip here, and I saw the compilation of his voices, and he definitely got it done with James Earl Jones.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. This is his only role, and it's like at the last episode. Do you remember Number Infinity?
I do a little bit.
So yeah, this was basically the last episode. Well, if you count interviews, and this one, I forgot what the whole scenario was. Because I saw the episode once, and it's been a while since I've seen the show itself on HBO Max. But yeah, he's like a secret agent type of deal, almost like Agent J from Men in Black, but it's a whole complicated type of deal. But do you remember anything about it, Blitz?
A little. I remember how his character was. Can't really say much.
All I'd say was that he was helping the teenagers a little bit, and it was very mysterious. So again, don't remember much. So I'll just give him a 7.
Cool.
All right. Let's see.
Well, yeah, since you mentioned H&J, like, even though we didn't put it down, he actually voiced an Oscar in the Shark Tale, like, video game.
Yeah, he
Oh. Okay. Oh well, even though we never played them.
I did like a long
Oh, we
time.
did?
Like if you slow down, like it was like one time when I was playing at the Adventure Club, I didn't really play it that much because when it comes to gaming, you just had to just take turns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But was it fun?
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit heart pounding and fun at the same time, where you're trying to like swim away from Frankie.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's one. Let's put down. Randy, Robbie, Fancy Dan, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I put this in fresh. Go ahead, fresh.
I appreciate that. So yes, Rand Robertson is one of the jocks from in Midtown High School. He's one of the nicer dudes. Like everything about him is just whatever. It's cool. And like even when Peter tries to just hit on Sally, and of course she rejects him because he's Midtown's high school champion geek. Shut up. And, like, there was no issue at all. He's just a cool dude. Nothing ever bothers him.
Exactly.
All right. Cool. Do you say? Next.
And let's see, yeah, Robbie, of course, yeah, being supportive at the Daily Bugle, always 100%. Everything is straight with him. And Fancy Dan, yeah, he was very interesting to me. with his agility and eventually getting a suit that allows him to bounce off walls and they ricochet. That's freaking gold.
Reminds me the same thing they did with VeggieTales because Captain Egg Jr. had a suit that did the exact same thing, and his name was actually Ricochet.
Yeah. There was also another role, but it was a little bit minor. You know, Mysterio's little like bat things.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, and also one of them was also Cree Summer.
It was Cree Summer, Phil LaMarr, Steve Bloom, and Gabrielle Baker.
Right. But that's pretty bizarre to have 4 voice actors voice these creatures.
But it was pretty awesome. At first, all the doors in Spectacular Spider-Man, 10 out of 10.
All right, cool. And now voicing Donkey on the games.
Yeah, again, really good with the presence. Pull off his best Eddie Murphy. I like this.
Speaking of Eddie Murphy, he did play Axel Foley in an episode of what was it again? The Jay and Silent Bob show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my score is 10 out of 10. This is really awesome.
Same here.
Smooth move, turbo fast.
Oh, hell yeah. He was really smooth with this voice, doing his best Snoop Dogg impression, I must say.
Yep.
I mean, I've heard the voice. I mean, the casting guy for, like, the show, it was pretty, accurate to, like, the original cast. But with, Phil LaMarr's version of Snoop Dogg, I like it. I give it 10 out of 10.
I heard a tiny bit of it when he said "and fast" because it's showing like a commercial of it, and then it was originally Fast Action Racing Team. It was far, and then it was changed to Fast Action Stunt Team.
And what's funny is because Phil LaMarr actually did a Snoop Dogg impression for one of the Twisted Tunes, like, world readings.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, missed opportunity. They should have done a turbo transcript and have him voice smoothly just like he did in the show.
Along with that, he also did Michael Jackson and Tracy Morgan.
Yes.
Wow,
Wait,
that's
what?
pretty interesting. All right, next up, Blade.
Fresh opinion.
Hello.
Oh, I said fresh opinion about his version of Blade.
Yeah, I first heard his version in Lego Marvel Superheroes, and it was dynamite. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know other people have their own opinions. My opinion, I like Terry Crews' version better.
All right, yeah, that's cool.
I didn't know Terry Crews voiced Blaze before.
Yeah, he voiced him in Ultimate Spider-Man and Hulk and the Ages of Smash.
Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Don't know much about Blade, and once a kid, I didn't think he was a Marvel character. I thought it was some kind of horror movie character, but I find out that he's a Marvel character. I was like, wow,
Guys, you know what time is it though?
what?
It's
Time to
Morbius
hero?
time.
Ha ha.
Because Morbius, them
Yeah,
fighting,
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, it's not funny when you explain the joke.
but go ahead.
Well, that's just pretty much it about Blade. And I know that Fresh did an elemental of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so final score for Blade.
But yeah, Infinity, because I did find him fascinating, especially due to watching the Wesley Snipes movies, except the third one.
All right.
What was so
Next
wrong with the
up.
third one?
One at a time, please.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
yeah, yeah. What was wrong about the third one? Well, I mean, yeah. People have their ups and downs about it. Even though it was cool for Ryan Reynolds to be there, but there's just like I just
Yeah, okay, now I know about that because Ryan Reynolds and Wesley Snipes don't like each other. And that's
Why not?
no. Wait. I mean, like, wait. Are you sure about that? But it was Wesley Snipes and the director that didn't like each other.
well, yeah, but afterwards, when he got interviewed, he said he didn't really like working with Ryan Reynolds afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
All right.
Next time to
Green
hear
Goblin and Nick Fury, Marvel Superhero Squad Online.
Yeah, his version of Green Goblin was surprising. Although he had two voices, one along with Hugh Lowenthal doing his laughing and everything. Phil LaMarr's version was better. No offense.
Okay.
Yeah. But for Nick Fury, it was surprising because in the show Superhero Squad, it was originally Kevin Michael Richardson, but Phil LaMarr just took over.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, like, the only know about Nick Fury that Cameron Michael Richardson voiced him, he did pretty good,
Yeah, I give his roles a 10 out of 10.
right? Okay. What version of Black Panther did he voice him?
In one of the Ultimate Alliance games.
Ah, right. Gotcha.
So yeah, express your opinion first.
I like always just he did pull off the voice and like he did make him badass as he already is. That's all I could say.
Agreed.
All right. All right. Edward the Fresh. Oh yeah. I remember the video you posted Blitz on your channel years ago.
Because it was really surprising because one day I was watching an episode, I was like, why does this guy look so familiar? I was like, oh, that's a young Phil LaMarr. Cool.
Yep.
So
And after the incident with Will and Chris, Phil actually made an Instagram post about that particular episode, saying that even though he hit me, but at least I was paid for it.
exactly, dude.
Okay, when he said it like that, it was
No, like not in the face, but in the shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, Edward was basically Uncle Phil's assistant, basically. But the twist was that they accused somebody of like robbing the house. They thought it was some convict they hired to do some chores around the house. But it turned out to be Edward because he wanted to take revenge on Uncle Phil for not giving him more credit, basically.
Yikes! So that was his whole character. Oh my lord! Wow.
Oh, don't you mean? Oh my God!
Why did you say that for?
Oh my God! Fresh explained.
Oh, what? I never heard that before, but what I did hear was "oh my god" before. Like it was a meme too.
Never mind. But first character surprising. I give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, I'll give you word for it.
Okay.
All right, and there's like 3 more: Flash, Hawkman, Mr. Zatara, DC Superhero Girls 2019.
Yeah, with this version of Flash, I really like it, turning, his inner, teenager for Flash. And this version, Flash and Batgirl are, besties and eventually, getting along with each other. And with Hawkman, it was really incredible, the voice, though, and, his characteristics. And, yes, we have Satana's, father. Yeah, so the episode where he actually voiced him was where Satana had her birthday. And fun fact, the same episode that was posted on Cartoon Network, it was the same day as Kari Walgan's birthday.
Huh. Wow.
But yeah, he was a great father. Even though the mother left him and his army the whole time, he was still a great father.
Wow. Yikes. Well, I wish we got a glimpse of that, but for your overall score,
Oh yeah, Infinity.
all right, fair. Uh, Kotaro, Steve, Mr. Scully, the Loud House.
Yeah, Kataro. One of Lin Loud Senior's friends, the Asian one.
I know, but I
Yeah.
don't know much, so that's why I didn't include him. But I'll let you explain nonetheless.
I describe him as a cool guy because I remember this one episode where Lin Loud Senior wanted to go to this, what was it, a Bell festival? And
I don't remember.
he asked Grouse to babysit Lily.
Was that the same one where Lily was like getting attached to Mr. Grouse because like he was wearing a sweater at the time, or was that a different episode?
Yes, that was the same episode.
Okay, good. But oh yeah, did he first appear in the episode where he got a new van?
Yes, he did.
That's what I thought. But yeah, I think he's a cool guy. The fact that he is like one of the employees at his restaurant, so it's like one of his great friends. I wish he appeared more, but now for Steve.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Okay.
Hey, Christian.
Oh, there you are. Hi there, my watcher.
Sup?
So, how you doing? And how was your trip to New York?
It was quite all right.
Was it very crowded? Because I heard there's a lot of crowds walking around.
Come to think of it, it was crowded because it was on the Memorial Day weekend. Lots of people were traveling by air, by car, by train. It was like hectic.
Wow, I'll bet. That's why I don't want to travel to New York because I know how crowded it is, and I have a slight phobia of that, being around the big crowds.
Yeah, well, New York is a big city, tall buildings everywhere you go. It's like a jungle of skyscrapers.
Well, it is known as the concrete jungle, so.
I even did a live stream video of my train journey to New York City, but nobody even joined.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that. And I wanted to join, but I was busy at the time.
Yeah, I know. But I did upload a video of a train today.
Cool. The train. How was the subway ride there?
Well, the last stop was at Grand Central Terminal.
Interesting.
Who
But-
wants kebabs? Okay, I'm back. All right, let's go back to the Loud House.
Okay, yeah. So about the character.
Steve, like Pizza Steve. No, I'm just playing. Steve was basically this car salesman that Lenny and Lori befriended.
Oh, that dude. That's what his name was. Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel bad that he like kept running around with him, but at least he enjoyed the stuff. So in that same episode that Kotaro first appeared in, he wanted them to get the Vanzilla from getting crushed.
Yeah. And then with Mr. Scully, he's basically the owner of the building the Casa Grandes live in, because Ronnie and his grandmother is like the landlord, but he's the official owner of all the buildings.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that dude.
And then he let the Changs live in the apartment, knowing because of BFFs and all that.
Right. But yeah. Right now, Loud House on hiatus once again. I got to see all the new episodes, but yeah, for LaMarr voicing these characters, 10 out of 10.
Same.
All right, and last but not least, Cash Bank's regular show.
Oh, Fresh, you want to talk about him?
And Blitz, it's actually the last name is actually Bankes.
Oh, okay, my fault. That's how they word it in the wiki, but go ahead.
Okay, so it turns out that this dude is just really great at bank shots. Like Rigby ran his mouth off to him, and he challenges it like like he challenged Rigby's excellence hats and for him if he ever like gets a good bank shot. But he says like so after Rigby loses his hats, he decides to challenge him again, and he says like if he loses, he and his friends won't be able to go to Wing Kingdom ever again, and well that's kind of it.
And you know what's
All
so like messed up about this guy? His head is legit a basketball hoop.
Yeah, like I thought it was like some kind of mask or something, but since he actually is it,
Wait, wait. Before you say anything else, how did Feather Guardian say it? Dermonsi? It's Dormammu, by the way.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Where do you see it?
Down there.
what?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, it's Dormammu, not Dermonsi. But good job. So yeah,
Yeah, also, sorry. So, and also Feather Garden, like all these other choices we already like took care of. So there's that.
there was even one where you got kind of wrong. It was what is it? Where was it? It had to do something with the Flash series. Where was it?
Oh yeah. Malfa Ock. And no, he's correct. That's how it's spelled.
No, I'm
Not
saying the character was voiced by Tony Todd.
Oh really?
It was like Zoom with
The Flash series. Yeah, he got
Okay.
that wrong though, but it was Tony Todd. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, Malfa Ock. I actually got to do some in Justice League Doom, and I didn't realize this. It sounds like Malefactor, Malfa Ock, Malefactor. I mean, they should have added that in DC, but they didn't for some reason. But I like to call him Malefactor for avoiding saying the F word by accident. But how do you know about Dormammu, Blitz?
Oh yeah, I first got introduced to him through what was it? Yeah, Superhero Squad, and eventually got introduced to like Phil Mars version. I believe it was and Ultimate Spider-Man to like Hulk in the Age of Smash, and then he played him in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 in 2019.
Was he the main antagonist, or was it Galactus, or I mean Ultron?
For which game or like media?
The third one of Ultimate Alliance.
There was a lot of villains, so like he was like one of them.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know much about him, but I do like Robert Englund's portrayal as him.
Wait. Oh yeah, there's one more.
What?
where
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about this one from that one video game I'm about to put. Alright, I just put it, so see if it comes up.
It takes a while for it to load up. Oh, come on! Really? Anyway.
Anita Bath.
You sure do.
So you need a bath? Movie watcher? Okay, go ahead, get one.
You need
Come on. Very funny.
Anyway, is there anything else?
Not really. I know there's much more, but we basically explained the important ones here.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this was a great stream to do. All right, so you guys have a great rest of the Memorial Day weekend, and Fresh, I can't wait to discuss with That's Ways to Die on Wednesday, and Blitz, I can't wait to see your video tomorrow. And yeah, you gentlemen, have a great day.
You too.
Christian,
Yes.
before you end the stream, I have one thing to say.
Mhm.
This character, Wilt, he's one of the characters that Phil LaMarr voiced.
I know. We already talked about him, actually.
No way, really? No.
Oh,
Yeah, we already talked about him and other characters he voiced in Foster's Home.
oh yeah.
Anyway, bye.
Peace.